All right, I'm showing a couple float level tools. This is a Briggs & Stratton carburetor, and one of the most important things to getting this thing to work right, especially if you get a brand new engine or something, is setting the float level. It's pretty easy to do. The level that we're measuring is just where the float rests when it's upside down. The distance from where the bottom of the float bowl attaches to the top of the float, which is actually the bottom of the float. And this thing is never perfect, especially straight from the factory. You can bend it side to side, twist it so you can get both the same level, and you can also bend this tiny little tab. See the little tab in there? You push it down with the screwdriver to set it higher. You push it up, pry it with the screwdriver to set it lower. You might want to get a small screwdriver like I've got here, and it's pretty easy to work with. This thing bends easy, so it's easy to go too far, but it doesn't mean you have to throw your float away or anything. You can go back. This is an inexpensive float tool. I think it's made by Faster Motors, but it's a lot easier than just using the caliper. You set that on there. There's a wing nut on back you tighten. You set it wherever the float is, and then you still have to use the calipers to measure it. Now, my favorite float tool is this PKT float tool. I think it's quite a bit more money, but way more trick. You don't even need the caliper or dial indicator. You just put the PKT tool on. It tells you right where it is. Now this one is at 0.85. If we raise the float, it goes at 0.86. Raise it a little more. Well, I don't know where that is. 0.88. Whatever line lines up is where it's at. But this one is dynamite. It's super easy to use. You have some screws you can tighten on back. If you're doing much float level adjustment, this is definitely the tool to have. I think we covered everything, and that's how you adjust your float.